Guess what I finally got? Ooh. Yep. 701 Supermoto. So I've been after this bike for quite some time. I've been distracted with the DRZ and a couple of other bikes in between, but now it's here. So yeah, been hunting for this bike for so long. This is a 2018, and there's been some updates between here, this one and the 2016. So I'm excited. Damn, this transaction was definitely the fastest I've ever been to in terms of buying a brand new bike. And these guys helped me out. Scott, the man, gave me a really good deal. Here you go, man. So let me just ride this home, and maybe I'll talk to you guys during the ride home. Let's see. So exhaust is very quiet and stock. Seat is very harsh. Not very harsh. This is much better than the it's a much better seat than the, what do you call this? It's a much better seat than the older 701. It's much more there's much more cushion on it. So man, I'm so happy. I don't know if you guys can tell on my voice, but I am pretty damn happy about this purchase. Let me see, my mic is connected properly in there. Alrighty. So now these mirrors are working pretty good. These are really big mirrors. You can really see through them. Initial differences from the 690 SMC and this bike is it's very smooth. It has a slipper clutch. It has an ABS system. So it's not as raw as the 690 SMC. It's a much more safer ride, I suppose. And because of that, you won't be afraid of locking up the brakes or downshifting too hard. I was told to take it easy the first couple hundred miles, but the best way to break in the bike is the initial run. Run in when you know, of course, after you just show off the lot. That's when the rings are seated properly. Oh man, idiot. Whatever. Okay. Man, it pulls so hard, this bike. Oh my god. Alright. So I think we should be good. I forgot to strap in my helmet. God damn it. So initially I asked Scott, I was afraid about the signal lights, what do you call this? The signal lights melting. But they seem to have a fix, which is just putting a reflective tape under the tail light, so to reflect the heat. That's kind of ghetto, but that's the European fix for it. That's the factory fix, so the European fix essentially. So overall, this bike is really the size for me as a person. Really, also it satisfied the power that I wanted for a Supermoto. I know this is way too fast. I mean, a 65 horsepower one, KTM 690 is already fast enough, but the 2018 Husqvarna is 74 horsepower, so it's even more powerful. But I wouldn't complain. It's just that this is the right amount of power, right amount of size. I don't feel like a giant on top of this bike. I'm only 6'1", about 200 pounds, and it fits me really well. So honestly, this is the right bike for me. Unfortunately, the DRZ, I spent so much time and money on it, not knowing, I mean, I knew, it's just I didn't want to spend that money at the time. I thought I would save money. It turns out I didn't. But that's a learning experience. So the dealership told me about the yellow striping on the wheels. I don't, if you guys look at the picture of a 701 Supermoto, it has a yellow striping on the wheels, but they come off super easy, and they don't. So they don't. Yeah, they don't stay on. So they don't stay on, and it's kind of useless to put in an effort to put them on there. It looks nice initially, but after a while they just come off. That's what I was told, and it's unfortunate because they should have just painted it on the wheels, but I guess they want to give you that option. Breaking it in properly, doing a high rev and then a high acceleration and deceleration. That's really that's really how you're supposed to do it. It's just that luckily I'm in traffic and I can do that. And decel all the way down. What's going on, YouTube? Getting really crowded here in the garage. As you can see, finally added the 701 to the collection. So 701 Supermoto 2018. Not much of a difference in terms of the bike itself. Minor changes is they are aware of the turn signal lights melting, so they added this funny looking thing, which is a heat reflector. That's their factory solution for that problem, which is really funny. Guys at Berkeley Honda Yamaha, this was recommended to me by my sister's previous owner of her bike. Recommended me to go to this place if I want to get my own 701, and I took his advice. And the guys there are awesome, especially Scott. He helped me out. I mean, it's just he gave me a bottom line price. No more didn't really haggle, because you know how hot these bikes are and how hard it is to get them. But you know, I got the price that I'm comfortable with. I liked it, and the transaction went so smooth that the whole transaction only took me 30 minutes total, and it usually takes me a couple hours at some other dealerships. So as you can see, I don't know, a Supermoto, there's not much to it. It's the same as the Enduro, just different wheels. Suspension's a little bit shorter. I didn't add the stickers yet. I don't have the stickers on the forks and on the wheels. I didn't add those. I don't think I will, because I just like it as is, like this. I think those stickers will actually fade and kind of not really look good in time anyway. So you got these. Oh, my wife's bike, like right there. But so you got these mirrors here, big ones. Maybe I'll replace them. Not sure. So far, the bike has how many miles now? Let's see. 21 miles on it so far. That was basically my ride from the dealership back home. So that was 21 miles away. Good thing it was actually in traffic, because I was able to do starts and stops to break in the engine nicely, not just cruise on the freeway for a long time. And I was able to do high revs and then decel gradually going down. And that's actually the proper way to break in a bike initially. And the initial miles, which is inside those 20 miles, that's basically the break-in period. Because after that, it doesn't really matter after that. If you didn't do it properly in the beginning, you lost the opportunity. Yeah, brand new cherry. I was debating if I should get another 690. This is the 690 that I recently got, basically just a couple days ago. And my wife liked it. And it's gonna be hers now. So we're gonna do some suspension work so that she could actually reach with her feet on the ground. Same deal with what happened to my sister's bike. Pretty much thinking about dropping the height about 3 inches on this bike. I mean, that's what it takes for her to be comfortable with it. Maybe also get a lower seat. This is the stock seat, not that comfortable. Maybe get a seat concept seat that is much lower in terms of seating. And overall, the bike is pretty good. I got it at a pretty good price, only 3,700 miles on it. And this is, if you guys don't know, this bike is a rare bike. Very, very rare. 2008. And I got a good deal. But at the same time, we will be selling the KLX soon, so that will be gone. Won't be as crowded here in the garage. Yep, so I finally got it. Very, very happy how everything kind of transpired and ended up able to get them all at the same time. The KTM 690 and this bike. I'm really amazed. Plans for this bike? Not much. Maybe real hand guards, because these are not really anything. I mean, they are kind of stiff, but this will break. This is not bark buster material. I pretty much need to get a bark buster one. Same with what my wife has right here. This is the real deal. I need to get one here. Maybe also change of course, change the exhaust. The tuning under their seat is no longer the same with the older 690 and the older 701s. It's a closed ECU. There's no dial that you turn to tune the fueling, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you have to buy a power commander, but out of the factory, if you are just doing a slip-on, it's okay. But if you're doing a full exhaust, then I would recommend going with a power commander. And yeah, of course, I'm gonna try to get rid of this fender. I'm trying to get like other solutions out there that would look good, and turn signals, maybe integrated turn signals. So basically, the only thing that you really need to do with this bike is cosmetic, because engine-wise, performance-wise, it's a great performing bike already. You don't really need to do much to it. And the seat, maybe a seat concepts maybe, but this 2018 seat is much more comfortable than the 2016 seat. It's a little bit more plush and softer, but it's still it'll still beat you up in a long ride. Yeah, no frills, not much to let you guys know about. I mean, you guys know what the 701 is. There's plenty of videos online. They've done a better explanation of what the bike has and its features and all that than what I can in this short video. So it's basically just an intro. I'll be making more videos about this bike as I go on. Maybe once I start modding the bike, and I'll do some installation videos and what I recommend and to do and what not to do. Yeah, so that's this older brother, the 690, and this is the 701. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.